Welcome back to On the Clock on the Rocket Productions Network. I'm your host, Dawson McNall. My good friends Jace Beery and Scotty will join me shortly. If you have missed any episodes of On the Clock, go find the Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. All of our episodes are also available on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So, we're back. This is our Christmas spectacular. This is the last show, semester one. Then we only have one semester left in this before we got to hand this show over to somebody. It's kind of sad.
Sad.
Dang it. But the Raiders and the Chargers last night, Thursday night football. Raiders were up 42-0 at half.
Complete and total dominance.
It was bad. Antonio Pierce at halftime said, "We need to, quote, press the gas pedal even harder." Do you guys think he is deserving of that job long term, or do you think they need to look elsewhere?
I think he fits like the Raiders stereotype.
He's the Raiders vibe.
Kind of like hard, like on the kids, and very win or nothing. I don't know, it's just very.
They ended up winning 63-21. Aiden O'Connell, as a rookie, threw for 250 yards, 4 touchdowns. So
Pretty good game.
Yeah, very good fantasy game. That's 24 plus 8, 10, 35, something like that. So it's an impressive win. They are now 6-8. Probably not going to make the playoffs, but still, from where they were when they
Second division.
Third. I think the Broncos are 7-6. 7-6. We're 8-5. I mean, you never know. Things could go sideways for anybody at any time, and they could sneak in. But where were we? Yeah. So I think he should be the guy there. I think he's proved that he's deserving of it as an interim head coach, not having recruited any of the guys. It's just kind of the team that he's been left with.
Yeah.
I think he should be their guy going forward. Switching gears over to the Chiefs, 8-5, going against the 3-10 Patriots on Sunday. I believe, was this game flexed out of a primetime spot?
Yeah, it was supposed to be primetime. It was moved to 12.
But it seems like Belichick's future in New England might be under fire. It says that his future with the Patriots is uncertain, and his response quote was, "I'm getting ready for Kansas City." I feel like that's a very hard to see him going elsewhere.
I think he just retires, if anything.
Yeah, like we were talking about, does he go for the Chargers job? I just don't. I can't picture him anywhere other than New England.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just feels like he's New England, and New England is Bill Belichick.
And then again, that was the same thing with Brady. Brady on the Bucs was kind of weird.
Yeah,
at first.
That's true. I think the Chiefs, we got to make a statement here. Receivers have to play well.
They need to win this game pretty handily.
Yeah, this needs to be a springboard leading into the end of the season, where we kind of need to go on a run if we want to.
They could. I'm not saying easily, but they could pretty easily go 4-0. Should.
We got the Patriots, and then we go over to the Raiders, or the Raiders come to us, who just mentioned won 63-21 last night against a bad Chargers team. Then we got Cincinnati at home.
No Joe Burrow.
No Joe Burrow. I'm not super worried about that one, but the Bengals always have our number. And then we go to the Chargers for our last regular season game on the 7th.
A 12-5 4 seed possibly.
That would be crazy. And then, we have to win out.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Broncos are only a game behind us. They travel to Detroit on Saturday. So this week is the first week of the NFL season where they have games on Saturdays.
3 Saturday games.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Broncos is the night game, correct?
No. Oh, wait, yeah. Broncos-Lions is night game.
And then we got the Giants-Saints at noon. Don't love that game. I just don't think, other than
that's Sunday.
You're right. That
It's
is Sunday.
Vikings-Bengals.
Vikings-Bengals. That one will be. Do we know if Browning's going to be back?
I think so. I think he's playing.
I'm
pretty sure. I was looking the other day, actually, because I think I have him on one of my rosters.
Yep, he's playing. But no Josh Dobbs. Nick Mullins getting the start.
Nick
Nick Mullins. And then the 3:30 game, we got the Steelers and Colts, both sitting at 7-6 and fighting for a playoff spot. Gardner Minshew has been on a kind of a tear this year. I kind of thought with Anthony Richardson out, they would kind of be.
He is great.
Yeah. Do you have Anthony Richardson?
No, Browning does.
Okay. They're going to finish out with the Steelers, Falcons, Raiders, and Texans. I think they could go 3-1.
I could see him win out or lose one.
Yeah, I say they probably drop the Texans or the Raiders if they do. So I think. Oh, wait, we got to talk about Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito might just be the greatest thing to happen to the Giants in the history of since Eli Manning retired. Through 4 starts, he's led 2 game-winning drives, has 8 touchdowns through the air, only 3 picks. He has the highest passer rating over the last 3 games. So I don't know. This kind of feels like possibly it's an insanity run.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think this doesn't not matter.
I go watch the tape. He passes the eye test.
He plays for the Giants. They're in a loaded division. They ain't winning. Yeah, I think they have 2 of the 3 Super Bowl favorites coming out of the NFC.
Y'all never just root for the underdog. It's always me. It's me and Tommy DeVito against the world.
So you think Tommy DeVito's beating either the Cowboys or the Eagles?
I didn't say that. I just was wondering, do you guys think he's the guy going forward, or are they going to go back to poverty Daniel Jones?
I think they just flip the script and go for someone else.
He's on that massive contract, though. Where are you going to send him?
To the free agency market, to the trash can.
All right. Well, before I start
away from
fighting to defend my friend Tommy DeVito, we're going to send it to a break. I'm going to try to educate these guys over the break. But we're going to go to break, and we'll be back with Mr. Browning joining us to talk about KU's bowl game.
Are you a high school football fan and wanting to support your local football team? The Rose Hill High School Gridiron gives endless opportunities to help out the football team. If you're interested in signing up, contact Heath Walsh and make a difference. Go Rockets!
Now let's
That's
switch
the money
it over to
shot
the other
right
one
there.
so
That's
we can
2
see.
legends in one shot,
it's
Darren. Take a picture while you're at it. This might be going down in the history books. God, I look really, really white.
You might. Casper on camera.
Yeah.
Can you switch the camera to look at us? Now move it this way a little
Move
bit
this-
so you can see me.
Yeah, the center shot.
Keep going.
Oh.
A little bit more. There you go.
Okay. And
You guys are guaranteed rate? Liberty.
Yeah. Guarantee rate.
All right, welcome back. Mr. Browning, teacher, friend, advisor.
Dad.
His dad has now joined.
genius, whatever you want to say.
Has now joined the show. So
You didn't call me like a good friend in the intro.
I said teacher slash
No.
friend.
In the intro, you said my good friends Scotty and Jace will join me shortly, and you didn't include me in that.
I've been instructed to never waver from what is wrote down on that script. So
That's fair. I guess I did say that.
Yeah,
probably.
I have wavered once or twice when Scotty has skipped, been gone for PT, not skipped. He never skips.
Soft.
But let's get into what we actually need to talk about. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl.
I'm fired up for it.
KU versus UNLV on December 16th.
Not 26, 26.
Not 16th, 26. 16th is tomorrow. That would be very embarrassing. But this game, you seem to think, is going to be a very high-scoring game. You want to break that down for us?
Well, UNLV was, I believe, they were top 10 in FBS and scoring offenses, and KU also was in the, I don't know if they're in the top 10, but they're in the top 25, top 30. So, yeah, I think it'll be a lot of points. Over-under, last I saw, it's been a while, was 58. I would take the over on that, I think. That's going to be a back and forth. Because both these teams had very few opt-outs as well. So I think there'll be a lot of the rosters that you saw in the regular season. But UNLV went, I believe, 9-4 in the Mountain West. So, yeah.
Speaking of opt-out, sorry, I'm trying to find the name here. I saw that one of your guys' defensive linemen had transferred.
He's a grad transfer, yeah.
He's a grad transfer. Is that going to be a big loss for the bowl game?
Nah, if it's going to be all about offense, then no. The big one would be if Kobe Bryant has not decided his intentions yet. That would be the biggest one. If he decides to declare for the NFL draft, then that would hurt. But if he,
is he going to be your guys' first player drafted since 2012?
No. Have you heard of Khalil Herbert before? I mean, there's been plenty of people drafted from KU. We're just not the powerhouse of NFL prospects like K-State is, Dawson.
There you go. Veery, you got any thoughts on the game?
KU's winning. No.
That's it?
Yeah.
Stand on business, I guess. All right, we'll move over to K-State, NC State. Then that game is on the 28th. I think it's a 4:45 kickoff in Florida.
It's an Avery Johnson kickoff.
Yeah, Avery Johnson in like the sunniest place on earth. We got Avery Johnson in Florida. So,
I'm ready for it.
what are you thinking, Scotty?
I don't know. I think K-State wins, but it's also the opt-outs kind
We
of
have
hurt.
a lot of opt-outs.
So,
Sennett, BB,
yeah,
Savage transferred, Lee transfers.
So I don't know how
Howard.
many weapons he'll actually have. So I could see how many does NC State have?
I don't think they have a lot. I haven't done.
I haven't heard of many big name guys out of NC State.
Yeah, I don't think they really have.
So I could see NC State winning it, but I think with two healthy teams, yeah, K-State wins it.
Yeah, I think two fully
With Avery Johnson, though, not Will Howard.
The spread's gone from 7.5. K-State was a 7.5 point favorite when the game when it was announced. Now I believe it's on a 2.5 K-State favorite. So
Okay.
that just speaks to the
impact.
impact
these
of the opt-outs.
transfers.
Yeah.
It's okay. Avery Johnson will run for like six rushing touchdowns.
Look at you,
Six
Wildcats
rushing
up here. All
touchdowns,
three of
300
you, 3
yards.
Wildcats.
All right, we'll switch gears to something Browning knows a little bit more about. KU
Well-
basketball. You guys are at Indiana, two of the most historically successful / well-known programs in NCAA history. What are your thoughts on the game? You guys worried about this one?
That's not nearly as daunting as it was 2 years ago when they signed the home and home because Indiana has struggled. Struggled last year. I think they were 1 and done in the tournament. KU beat them handily at Allen Fieldhouse last year.
I was there.
That's right. That was your first.
my first
And you went to
KU game.
K-State instead, which is interesting. It's a Big Ten team on the road, so you can't take anything for granted about it. I think KU will be a 5.5, 6.5 point favorite in this one, I would say. But you never. Excuse me. When you go to places that are usually tough to win at, whether it's a good team or not, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, especially when they have guys, they got dudes that have not been playing well this year. So don't take anything for granted, especially on the road against a high major power conference.
But
Yeah.
it should be light work.
I'm not gonna say that.
Any team can hit any shots in any game.
You just wait until the 30th.
Oh yeah.
We'll get into that.
Oh.
We'll get into that in a second. We got a few more things on the board before we get there. Jace, any thoughts on KU Indiana before we move on?
I saw some that said Indiana has not shot the 3-ball much, but when they do, it's not
Not
consistent.
Yeah.
Kind of
So-
like us. When you're not on the court.
Watch them hit 13 tomorrow.
And so yeah, they might go on a run like Andell did and shot like 60% from 3 against Collegiate,
In the
but
fourth quarter.
in the fourth quarter. So I mean, if Indiana knows how to not shoot the ball as much and kind of post the best big men in the league up, and they won't do much against him. So
All right, and then our next game on our little bracket is K-State and Nebraska. Two historically more, I guess, football schools. I think K-State has this one playing well. Nike one's gone.
Yeah, I think this is one of those games with about 10 views. Watch them.
Yeah, I don't think
Where's the game being
it's
played?
it's at home.
Okay.
I don't think we need to go too in-depth about K-State basketball today. I'm still trying to recover from last week. I don't know if I'll ever be sane again after whatever day that was. I think it was the 8th. It's a horrible day. And then Shockers have Southern Illinois.
Something light.
All right, so I guess we don't need to really talk too much about that one. And then we will be gone over break, so figured we'd cover WSU K-State and KU WSU.
Something light.
Listen, if I said Wichita State keeps their game against K-State inside 10 points,
I would say that's extremely realistic.
Yeah, we're winning.
um,
We're winning.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
where is that game? Is that at
I think
T-Mobile?
it's in Kansas City.
It's
yeah.
in both.
So it's a
are in-
neutral?
Both are in Kansas City.
I think Wichita State keeps that inside 10.
I think so.
I think Xavier Bell drops 30 on their heads.
My gosh. Is it like this every time? I mean, is it just because I'm here?
He never listens.
No, I think Xavier Bell's just a dog, and
You're not going to beat K-State or KU, Scotty. I'm
Poto,
sorry.
Poto and Xavier and Bell are gonna go for 50 combined.
Okay, and then
In the 2 games?
No, in
Okay.
K-State.
Alright.
KU.
KU, that could get ugly, but you got to be confident. You got to run in there with some
I
confidence.
don't think it'll be ugly.
Hey, we clipped you last episode. What did you say?
Oh yeah, what did?
We need to go back and
I
see.
said we would win. I meant it against K-State. KU is like,
Yeah, we'll throw
little
that
ball-
clip up
little ballsy,
next
but-
episode when it actually happens. And then last kind of bit of basketball news: Giannis, 64 points on Wednesday night. Did not get the game
patter.
I don't think it was recorded. I don't think he got 64 points.
They were mad. Pacers were mad because he was a stat patter.
I saw a shot chart. He did not make one shot outside the paint, other than a free throw.
Yeah.
Hey.
End of the game, they all ran back to the locker room. He went to their side of the locker room, and there was like a fight in the hall.
Yeah, he charged, and then Thanasis was right behind him.
And it was like the Pacers, their GM got like elbowed in the ribs and like has like bruised ribs now.
The Pacers side of the story allegedly is that they want the game ball to give to one of their rookies who scored his first NBA bucket.
But then-
Understandable,
but then it wasn't even his first NBA bucket.
was it not?
People were looking at it, and it was like he had scored in like 3 games prior.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that. And then Giannis now, or someone out of the Bucks organization, is coming out now and saying that Giannis didn't want the ball for himself.
He was gonna
wanted
give it to Dame.
he wanted it to give it to Dame, who passed Kyle Korver on the all-time threes list. So that's just wild to me.
I think if you're the Pacers, you give them the ball.
I think you have to. I mean, who won the game? The Bucks won.
Bucks, yeah.
So
Bucks
if
won.
the Bucks won, they should get the ball, and I believe it was at.
It was
Is
in
it-
Indiana.
it was
So
in
like
Indiana,
it makes
okay.
sense for them to have the ball,
You
but
could
I think
you could argue it either way.
But if you're like a sane person,
The
you
Bucks
would
should have the
you would
ball.
give them the ball.
Okay. We're going to throw it over to break again, and then we're going to be back with a little bit of Christmas cheer and joy.
If you're wanting to stay updated on school-wide events, new faces in our community, and more, then you should tune in to the Rocket Productions podcast. The podcast discusses things such as big upcoming sports games, club information, and even hosts different teachers and students for episodes. Check it out on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel every Monday.
So what are we doing?
How am I
You'll
supposed to pick
This is
a
a great
game that I
game.
want
This
to
is-
watch
I like
from
this. This
the
is a good
present?
idea.
No,
don't even know what
like
I'm
that's
doing.
happened
I know.
during your lifetime. All right. So it's Christmas season. Today is December 15th. We are officially 10 days out from Jace Beery's 18th birthday.
Most importantly.
For those of you that don't know, Jace is born on Christmas. She's a little Christmas miracle.
I know.
So we're gonna be doing I guess I don't know what to call this, the Christmas Carol. So like if you guys have seen the movie, you know there's the Ghost of Christmas Past, Christmas Present, and Christmas Future. And so they take what's his name? Scrooge?
Scrooge.
They take Scrooge to these 3 different points in his life. So we're going to imagine, for the sake of this conversation, that you could go to one game that happened before you were born, one game during your lifetime, like from when you were born till now, and then one future game. So, like, I can start us off. So if I could go to one past game, I probably
Wouldn't pick K-State because they haven't won anything.
no. I'm kind of thinking like something like maybe the like the first Super Bowl. Like I know the Chiefs didn't win it, but I feel like it'd be cool to see a football game from that era.
Whole lot of run the ball.
Yeah. My present, it would either be between the first Super Bowl Mahomes won or the Big 12 title game, because watched that one at home, and that one was hype, K-State versus TCU. And then my future game, depending on which one I picked for the present, would either be Mahomes' next Super Bowl or when K-State wins the Natty.
That's
So-
not happening.
So, like, one of those two. But Browning's got a baffled look on his face. so
Those
we
are
can-
big dreams, Dawson. Big dreams.
A kid can dream. I'm not 18 yet.
Fair.
Still a kid.
Okay, let me get this one.
All right, you got it?
I'm ready. I think for my past, I feel like it'd just be kind of a cool thing to watch, like Jackie Robinson's first like minor league game,
Oh.
like the one where they finally like they got him off that one like, and he was in a different league. They brought him in.
Yeah.
And it was like his first game on the field, and he was getting like stuff thrown at him, booed, and like all that. I think I'd like to just go to that game and like actually watch, like see what it was like. And then present, It was a couple years ago, but I want to say Wichita State beating KU
Oh, that one would be
in
high.
the tournament game. You know, just bring back some Wichita State classic. You know, the only time we're ever good. And then future, when Wichita State wins the tournament. You know, it could be a while, but eventually it'll happen.
Jace,
I'm not gonna say- wait, we're gonna say something?
We're
We're
gonna go over
gonna
to
have to have
Jace.
some
We're gonna go
kind
over
of-
to Jace.
Comment here.
So, I don't know about my past. Present, it's either got to be KU winning the championship.
Sucks.
Both times since I'm living. We've won it 2 times since I'm living, so pretty.
Do you remember
Pretty-
the 08 one?
Yeah.
You
Do
too.
you remember that?
That or the game in Mexico, the Chiefs versus Rams. That was
That Thursday night game?
Yeah.
That would be insane.
I
I
would love to go
completely
to one of-
forgot about that one.
I would have liked to go to that game. Future, probably, KU winning another championship. I don't really know. I mean, we have so many, so don't want to get greedy or anything. I don't know about my past though. Probably going to see my parents hoop up in their
Like one of their
Whatever,
high
like-
school games.
Yeah,
That'd
be kind of hype going to see my dad or my mom just hoop up on
Heath
people.
Wallace freshman basketball team. That would be that'd be insane. That's a good pull. I didn't even think of that.
Low key, so one of my grandpas coached my other grandpa. I think that would be a cool game to
That
go
would
to.
be cool,
It's
yeah.
like you see my mom's dad and my dad's dad.
Going to watch
On
my
the same
dad
court.
play for Bueller. That would be fun. All right, we'll go over to Browning.
So my past would be when Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's home run record in 1974. Present would be Mario Chalmers in 2008 in the national title game when KU beat Memphis, and then future would be whenever Mahomes wins his last Super Bowl. I think he's only win more than one going forward, but whenever his last one is, just to say that I was there for the greatest quarterback of all time winning his last Super Bowl.
Some other notable games that I had kind of in my mind were for present Ray Allen's The Shot. I feel like that would just be electric to be at.
Kawhi Leonard versus the Sixers.
Kawhi Leonard versus the Sixers is another one. For future, I had LeBron's last game.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets to that are going to be insane, and that's getting closer and
Even
closer.
though he's the second best player of all time.
Well, speaking of that, Jordan shot against the Jazz in Game 6 of the '98 Finals would be one that's an iconic shot.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the first time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl was that Super Bowl 7.
No, 4, I believe.
Okay, I couldn't remember. It was something a long time ago.
Because we won 54, and that was the 50-year
Yeah,
mark.
right. Yep.
I also feel like it would be no specific game, but it would be really cool to watch one of the first football games. I know there was a scrimmage between I think it was Harvard and Canada, Canada's national team. I feel like it would be weird, but I think it'd be cool.
What about the first game of basketball with who's the guy?
Yeah, the James Naismith.
James Naismith.
Yeah,
and
the
the
peach
wide
baskets.
Peach baskets, yeah.
Anything with Babe Ruth, those old baseball players that they seem like they're just
See if Will
Legend.
Chamberlain was a real dude.
right. Well, he scores 101. I think he's probably.
That would be a good one if we went to Wilt's
Wilt's
game.
the 100-point game.
I don't know, if you could maybe get a 2-day pass, go watch Bo Jackson play in a NFL and MLB game.
That'd be cool.
If you could get an extra day
2-day
somehow.
pass.
Yeah, so I think, is that all we really have for today? Oh, wait, we got to send it over to Cole. Cole and the gang, they're going to do another draft. They were put in charge this week, so we're not entirely sure what they're doing. So we're hoping they
Apologies in advance, right?
Yeah,
Dawson?
apologies in advance. But we're going to send it over to them right now.
Caucasian athletes on one. Said Hut. Stop. When you get the phone and you pick one, delete the name.
Why is Brock Purdy on there?
Because Brock Purdy's crack,
White.
bro. He's white.
Bro, those are like beaners. Those ain't even.
Brock
What are
Purdy
you
is white.
talking about? Puka Nuka is not.
We looked it up yesterday, did we not? He's white, is he not?
Brandon said he was.
He's from Utah.
That don't mean.
With pick number 1 in the Caucasian athlete draft, I'm gonna take Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
I'm going to have all
No,
the
you
bad
get 2
people.
picks though.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. Okay, there's your list.
I'll take Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. That's a
I don't
W.
even know who some of these
Love that
people
guy.
are.
Delete it. Make sure you delete it so nobody else pick it. Mike McDaniel. That guy's a dog.
Oh, God. Some of the things he says.
They're wildin', just like you.
I'm not repeating.
Wildin'.
For my pick, I'll take Joe Montana.
Yeah, you're literally the one who put him in there.
Why he say it like that, though?
Michael Jordan thought he was white.
So you get 2 back-to-back, Elijah.
I'll take Aaron Rodgers and Gronk.
I wanted Gronk. Because of Tom Brady.
What? I'll take Travis Kelce.
Yo, master, dude.
Harriet Tubman.
You want Harriet Tubman on your team?
Oh, God.
I feel like she's the one exception for a white male.
Yep. Rosa Parks said, bro.
All right. I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey and
Oh, we're supposed to be writing these down, huh?
I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey and Justin Tucker. Christian McCaffrey and Justin Tucker.
Wow.
Chris.
These lights are bright. I can't see.
I know.
Yeah, you look right at him.
All right. Where's Justin Tucker at? All right, pick number. I don't know what number you are, but you're up again.
I'll pick Jason Kelsey.
You like the lineman, homeboy? The lineman.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
probably
he
gonna,
was,
I'm gonna
he
get
was
him
top 5
He
hardest
cracked.
guys in
He
the,
cracked, though.
in the world.
That's why he deserves to be on my
I'll
team.
take Cooper Cup.
That's a baller white boy right there. I won't lie.
Let's see. I'll take. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? There's a list.
Michael Phelps, really?
What,
Let's
dude?
do that. Okay, Michael Phelps and
Michael Phelps.
Bro.
Joey Bosa.
Hey, you cussed. That McCaffrey.
I haven't said a curse word. All right, and
Cussing
then
ain't
to
even bad.
cap off my team, I want Quentin Nelson and Mike Allstott. I don't know who that is,
Okay, this
but
I woke
I'm
up
putting him.
and I was on that.
God, wait, who did I put? Wait, Mike Allstott.
Sorry.
Why are you taking so long?
I'm trying to type. I'm sorry.
I'll take Adam Thielen. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah, take that. Okay.
You sussy. You sussy.
I don't know why.
You're so sussy.
You know why
I'll
though.
take Wes Walker.
I'll take Julian Edelman.
All right, everybody read off your team. I want to see who the best team we got. What's your team look like?
I got Mike McDaniel, Jason Kelsey, Pat McAfee, Harriet Tubman.
Oh yeah, Harriet Tubman.
and
That's
Adam
automatically
Thielen.
okay.
Okay, I got Tom Brady, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Tucker, Mike Allstott, and Quentin Nelson.
That's pretty stacked.
That's pretty stacked.
I got Joe Montana, Travis Kelce, Cooper Cup, T.J. Watt, and Wes Walker.
Oh, okay, that's looking good. Why is your team kind of good?
I got Aaron Rodgers, Gronk, Joey Bosa, Michael Phelps, and Julian Edelman.
Michael Phelps. He'd be a dog in football.
Crazy wide receiver, bro.
She'd be, yeah. Hey, crazy. All right, Dawson, back to you. Hey, I did it without you having to tell me that time.
Break that.
Oh, God.
All right, I gotta record my outro real quick. That way I don't have to come back and do it. Thank you for, screw you, Jace. Thank you for watching and listening to On the Clock on the Rocket Productions Network. Remember to subscribe to Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. If you're not already a subscriber to Rocket Productions on YouTube, please subscribe now. Until next time, for Jace Beery, Scotty Carr, I'm Dawson McNall.